So first of all, go to AWS console, log into your AWS account, sign into the console, use your primary credentials to log into AWS, and now go to services and EC2. EC2 is Elastic Compute Cloud. So now we can go directly to launch the instance from here, or you can go to instances and launch the instances from there. So we can directly go and click launch instances, launch instance. There are 7 steps to launch the instance. So first of all, uh, go to old experience, and you can also from here you select the image for the instance. So we are going to use the Ubuntu 16 or Ubuntu image. So you can directly go and check Ubuntu for free Ubuntu instances. So here you can use Ubuntu 22 LTS and Ubuntu 20.2 20.04 LTS. So we'll go with Ubuntu server 20.04 LTS. Now you can select the family, instance family from here. So we'll go with the T2 micro, that's free tier. So T2 micro is free tier. We can use this one. This includes 1 CPU core and 1 GB RAM. So we can use this as our instance type, family type. Configure, next configure the details. Here you can specify the number of instances that you want to launch. So we'll go with the 1 instance only. Next is select the VPC. So if you have created your own VPC, you can select that VPC, but right now we are using the default VPC. Subnets, you can select out of these 6 subnets. We can use any of these subnets. If you have created your own VPC, inside those VPC, if you have created your public subnet and private subnet, you can use that private or public subnet. So we are using the default one only right now. And if you want to attach a public IP, you can use this one, enable, or otherwise you can, if you don't want any public IP, then you can disable this one. So we are using enable IP or default settings. Host name, you can specify the host name according to your IP name or resource name. We are using the default one, that is IP name. Now at the end of this, you can specify any boot script if you want to if you want anything to be executed at the time of starting this server. So you can directly write that script. First line should be hash bang bin bash, hash bang bin slash bin slash bash. So if you want any script to be executed, you can use this one. Now we don't want anything to be executed, so we are leaving it empty. So yeah, another thing, you can attach IAM role if you want any secure roles to be attached. Shutdown behavior, if you hit shutdown, so should it stop or terminate? So we are using to stop it only. Tenancy, we are using a shared tenant. So here 3 options are available: shared, dedicated, or dedicated host. Shared means your instance will be launched on a shared instances, and if you want dedicated, so it will be used on a dedicated hardware that's reserved for it. And dedicated host means the Instance will be launched on a dedicated hardware that is dedicated for your purpose only. No other will be going to share that. Even you own is not able to share that hardware with another instance or server. Now next, you can add the storage. So on the storage, you can use uh, you can specify the size of the storage we can use any size. So we are attaching 100 GB of storage. So there are multiple options available: general purpose SSD, general purpose SSD GP3, provision IOPS SSD, and magnetic standard. So we are using general purpose SSD GP2. If you want another volume to be attached, you can attach a new volume here, EBS volume. So you can attach any 20 GB, 100 GB, 1000 GB, 500 GB, any value you can attach. So we are not attaching any value, any volumes, extra volume. If you want your hard disk to be encrypted, you can use encryption here. And um, you can use the AWS provided encryption, or you can use your own encryption keys. So we are not using any encryption. Next is you can also attach the shared file system here. So NFS, if you are using any NFS or all things, you can attach directly here. Next is the tags. So you can attach any tag to this instance to verify this, or to make it easily means you can search by the tag. So you can use any tag. I'm using web server as the tag. Next is the configuration settings. So security configuration. So for security configuration, we are having security groups. So you can create a new group, or you can use the existing group. So I am going to create a new group, SG, or you can use web server security group. We can create it. So what you want to allow, you have to select the port, what port you want to open and what port you want to give the access. So we are using SSH as my port. This will be our 22, port number 22, and source from where you want to connect this. So I'm using my own personal laptop, so I'm using my IP. You can add any description to means why you have opened this port. So for SSH from laptop. If you want to create a web server, so you can also open the HTTP or HTTPS port also. And this HTTP you want to be accessed from everywhere, so you can use anywhere. Okay, for web server purpose. Okay, or you can use HTTPS also. HTTPS also from anywhere. That will be 443, so that can be used. Okay, next is a review the configurations and launch. So we have used Ubuntu Server 2004 LTS, long term support version. The instance type is T2 micro, which will support one CPU and one core memory, one core and 1 GB RAM. Next is the IP or ports that we want to open. These are the port ranges. So SSH is open HTTP is open, HTTPS is open. So we are allowing IPv4 as well as IPv6. Okay. Instance details, these are the details for the instance. And storage, we have attached only one EBS volume, that will be worked as a root volume of 100 GB. And tags, we have used a tag web server. Okay. Now for launching the instance, you required to have a key. So we can create a new key from here, or we can also use the existing key. So I have my key, so I'll use my existing key. Okay. Launch instance. So it will take some time. We can go and check the status of our instance here on the instance tab. So this is our web server. These are all servers that I have previously launched, but these are not terminated. So this is the instance that we are launching. It's in the pending state. You can refresh the window so that you can understand. We can check the status. Now it's running. Go to web server, take the public IP from here, copy the public IP, and go to any uh, any of the SSH client. So we are using MOBA Xterm in this condition. From here, new session, SSH session, or you can directly go and try this. Start terminal local. So you can use the command ssh-i and the name of the key. Name of the key, name of the user, and the IP of the server. Press enter. Yeah. So now we have connected to the server. We can check the server. Let me increase the font size. This is the server. Okay. So now we are in home directory for the Ubuntu. So Ubuntu is our username. So now we can update the server using sudo apt-get update. Yeah, so this is updated now. We can also upgrade this sudo apt-get dist-upgrade. So this will upgrade the distribution version. Press Y and press enter. Now I'll show something. If you copy this public IP and try to access it from the browser, you will not find anything. Okay. Now let's install the Apache server. Now dist upgrade is completed. Now we'll try to install Apache server. So let's clear the screen. For installing Apache server, you need to use the Apache2 package. So we'll go ahead and use sudo apt-get install Apache2. Okay. Press Y. So it will install the Apache server. So if you go and refresh this window, you'll see the Apache2 server page, home page. So we can see that Apache2 server is being installed properly. Now we can modify this server also. So let's go to this HTML file. So HTML file is in cd it's in the location is var type ls, and this will be in www folder. So cd www. Inside this we'll have http folder, ls, html, cd html. Inside this we will be having index.html. So we can nano this file or open this file using a nano editor. Nano sudo nano index.html. Okay. So we can change anything from here. So if we want to change this one, Apache Ubuntu Apache default page, we can try to change this one. Now search this tag. Yeah, this is here. So we can change this one. Default page. This is here. Now we will change it. So we are using welcome to my website. Control S. Okay. Control O. Enter. Control X. Okay. Now go ahead and refresh this window. Yeah, you can see welcome to my website. So this way you can create a web server easily. Now how to terminate this server? Just go ahead, exit from here, then go to AWS console and select the server name and go to action, instance state and stop or terminate. If you want to stop this instance, it will stop the instance, but terminate will stop the instance and delete the instance. Okay, so click on the terminate, it will terminate the instance. So go ahead and refresh this window. Yeah, it will show shutting down. Again, refresh the window. Now it's shutting down. You can go ahead and try to access this. You'll not able to find this instance. Now it's terminated. Web server terminated. Okay, and default page, if you try to find this, you will not find. This site cannot be reached. So this way you can create your own web server using AWS. Thank you.